do. Alright. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We are going to be watching E3, the Ubisoft Forward event and the Devolver Digital event. Now, knowing how I missed the first event and nothing has really happened since, but I think the most important thing that was actually on that event was Elden Ring. So, other than Elden Ring, there were a couple other games that were pretty interesting, but many of them just, kind of were indie games and nothing in particular. So it's okay that I kind of missed it. But this one, we're gonna be watching Ubisoft, and hopefully they have some interesting stuff for us, and Devolver Digital afterwards. So, yeah, this should hopefully be fun. Predictions. I'm guessing we're going to probably see something on a new Assassin's Creed that's just a normal go-to. I am hoping that we see something for Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's been a while since we've actually heard anything solid on that game, and I'm more kind of hopeful that we'll see more. Hopefully, it's going to be released within maybe the next year or two. I can totally see it coming out in 2022 if they show something now. If not, then it might be that the game has been scrapped, because they missed Beyond. It was not there for the second year, and yeah, can you really blame someone for saying hey, come on? They missed last year, so if it doesn't show up this year, then I think it's probably dead in the water, and either they've given up on it or they're going for a hard-on revamp of it. So yeah, it should be very interesting to see. I remember they also had that Black Flag game, or that pirate game where you'd meant to be hunting down pirates, and to be honest, we just haven't seen anything of that since its announcement, so I think that game is dead. Uncertain. I'm guessing we're also going to be seeing a lot more about Far Cry, maybe a gameplay demo. Actually, I think they announced that in the Summer Games Fest, that we're going to see more on that. Probably going to see a Just Dance. I'm just guessing that that's always going to be there. And yeah, it is what it is. So those are the games I'm thinking are going to be there. Maybe we might see some indie games that they're coming out with. And possibly even a new Mario Rabbids game. I heard that there might be a new they might be coming out with another version of that, and bring I think a sequel to the Mario Rabbids game. It's practically what's that game? It's a strategy game. I forget what it's called. But it's great. So those are my predictions. So they'll probably still double down with Nintendo. We're gonna hopefully see some Beyond Good and Evil 2, see what's happening with that game. They're probably gonna see a Assassin's Creed. I don't know what period it will be set in. I think we just got Vikings, so either they're doing something new, or they might give it a year, let it breathe, and we'll hear something on next year. And that's really what I think is going to be happening. So now that it's almost time, so let's start up oh no, it's starting. I'm gonna have to just move this out the way. Alright, let's get into it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Forward. I'm Neelam.
And I'm Yusuf.
Hey, it's so weird not seeing them on a stage.
Over the next hour, we'll be your guides to all the latest news and exciting announcements coming from Ubisoft.
We've got so much in store for you today, including deeper looks at Far Cry 6, Riders Republic, and Rainbow Six, plus a few other surprises you'll find out about soon enough.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming this together. We got this gorgeous set. E3 is back. But I know why y'all are here.
He's got some very positive energy.
Right into it.
The Rainbow Six operators are facing off against an evolving and deadly threat. You'll no doubt have noticed that the alien parasite has spread to new areas. It's time to suit up and step into the containment zone.
Here's a deeper look at Rainbow Six Extraction.
I completely forgot this was even a thing.
So much peace, staring into the heavens, until a piece of it fell. And the nightmare began.
Is this an add-on to the actual Rainbow Six Siege? No. This is something else.
So we did too.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team, now.
If there's a way to stop them, you will find it. But I know you will find me first.
Okay, the plan. Nomad, secure our exit. I'll take out the nest.
I'm not really getting anything from this game right now. Oh, it's mostly just the CGI trailer.
We are already out of nests. Incoming! Clear the area!
Wait, so these... So it's practically like zombies, but, you know, they have special abilities, so a little bit like Left 4 Dead, in a way. But I guess with some siege elements.
I found her. Hold on.
Gotta appreciate the CG work that they're doing.
I've got company. Coming through. Countermeasures. Check. Make for the exit. An apex. Not so fast. Target the breacher! Now's our chance! Nomad, blow the door. Cover me.
You all throwing me a party?
Yeah. Too bad you missed on the fireworks. Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down and
Yeah, this doesn't really have me that excited to go get the game, but you know, it's something, you know, I guess it's something for someone out there, but man, it's not really my thing.
A ton of questions after seeing that trailer, and we have answers as well as a full gameplay walkthrough coming up, so hang tight.
Oh, okay, maybe this'll
I'm your resident
appease
community developer, coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction. With me today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3 player co-op experience. You might think you know what you're getting into since there's going to be some of your favorite Rainbow Six operators, but it's going to be completely different because this time you're not fighting against each other. You're coming together to face an
Oh, so it's almost like a firefight mode, like from Halo.
The operator's abilities, gadgets, and tech should feel familiar to Siege players. But this time, as you progress through the game, you'll unlock new ability upgrades.
I wonder if they're
and
going to bring
a whole
every
new
single
arsenal
character from Siege into
specifically
this.
designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar. But what happened to Hibana?
The nods of agreement.
She got captured. In Extraction, you're always putting it all on the line.
Got
If your
captured,
teammate
Joe?
falls during an incursion,
She's a
you're
failure.
missing in action. You can't play MIA operators until they're safely recovered. You and your squad are gonna have to come back together to get back in there and get them out.
Gotta get him out, son!
Every time you go in the containment zone, you risk losing all your progress and upgrades. So stay on your toes.
Stay
and
up.
weigh every move you make.
Stay woke, son.
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going to be tough.
Oh my god, what is
Bruno,
this?
Can you tell us a little bit more about the alien threat?
Them reading from the script, man.
And where did they come from?
What we know is the Arkeens are evolved form.
I was not expecting that voice from Bruno. Sorry, Bruno, but I wasn't.
During the Heartbreak event in New Mexico. But a lot have changed since. The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within New York, San Francisco,
So it is like a fucking
and Alaska.
virus, like a zombie
This is what we
apocalypse.
know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution, as incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the player presence.
Yeah, I kinda...
The
Okay.
parasite is
Are they gonna
always
go into deep dives for
always
everything?
evolving. But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home. What are we facing off against?
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on. It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the explosive...
Yeah, this is just like basic shit.
shape-shifting tormentors,
Okay,
and
that
the
looks a little interesting.
There's a lot more species of Arkeens and mutations that
I would hope for them to actually vary the shit up.
very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about. Yes, that's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform.
I guess that's
and for
good.
our Rainbow Six Siege community, we have exclusive unlocks for you in both games.
This just
Okay,
isn't for me.
we've been waiting long enough. Let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage. Here
Yes,
is Rainbow Six
thank you.
Extraction.
Let's see something.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Extraction, the new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska. HQ will provide additional instructions.
We need new data on the parasite's underground.
So does this have like a story mode? I'm guessing it does.
Plant auto trackers on dormant nest. Don't destroy them or we'll lose the trackers.
As a squad of 3, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities to complete objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
Yeah, I'm just kind of more waiting for Beyond Good and Evil
For a
2.
nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, you have to have friends for these sort of games, and knowing myself, I don't really have many friends who would probably want to play this
So
sort of
stealth
stuff.
tactics are the way to go.
To be honest, I'm being a little bit disingenuous to myself, because, like, I don't have fucking friends. I don't have... Okay. Is he chipping? Okay. Alright.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects the whole.
Is that like the gooey substance from Resident Evil 7?
Nest wakes up too.
The molded?
Move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down. The squad can use their react light to see bioluminescent properties in Archeans and in the environment.
It's almost like Arkham Vision. Yeah.
The contrast helps to better identify targets.
To get that detective mode on.
Nest mapping complete. A scientist just gave me the thumbs up. Good job.
Identifying Archean variants helps the team determine the best approach to take them out. Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
I guess that's kind of cool. Maybe there's like a more tactical element to taking out each enemy and going through it. But there's a point I'm guessing it just goes towards full-on like Left 4 Dead sort of like havoc and just like them chasing you, you shooting.
Regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone. Use your react blade.
Normal blowing up enemies, as always. Old reliable.
It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
One down. We're not done yet. That's your target. Don't put it to death just yet. Get that sample.
We've located a spiker. It can fire armor-piercing projectiles. Alibi deploys a Prisma hologram.
I wonder if there is an actual... Is this only co-op? Like where you have to be online and play with other people? Or is this... Can you do it single? Like a single player? That's what I'm actually kind of interested in. I'm guessing not. Considering like Siege and stuff like that. Like they're banking on that sort of fan base to coming into this game in Extraction and playing this like I guess for like a story mode and going for that and playing with their friends, and then they'll continue playing Siege in this, both in hand.
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the react threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Ooh, big boys. Ooh, he's big and hard. Gee, why did I fucking say that? Oh yes, weakness in the back.
Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed. The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet. A true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
For a second I got an image of like an umbrella from Resident Evil. I can see. That's what it looks like with the gas masks and stuff. Taking care of a viral outbreak, but you know, they're aliens, so it's not the same thing, guys. Wait, oh, okay, that can vary up some stuff, make it a little bit interesting. It's just like kind of reinventing that formula of, you know, going through doing a mission and just trying to survive from the zombies, well, aliens in this case. You know, that Left 4 Dead sort of style. Oh, okay. So that's that function.
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
I'm wondering if that extends the mission length. It has to, like, because now you have to rescue a team member, or can you decide to leave them behind? And will your friends get very salty about that? Will you abandon your own comrades? These are the real questions I want to know.
It's time to unite and stand together against this emerging threat. Squad up with friends in co-op, or step into the containment alone.
Stay tuned for more Rainbow Six Extraction intel coming very soon.
Alright, what we got
If you think
next?
fighting aliens is tough, try learning guitar.
Huh?
That was a segue.
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined music learning
Oh
by
my
introducing
god.
the first console game that taught millions how to play guitar.
Whether
Are they
you're
bringing
already an
this
expert or
back?
just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone. A fun and interactive way
You
to
know,
learn
my
guitar,
brother,
playing your
he
favorite
bought a
songs.
Rocksmith
And in the decades
in
that
all
it's
hopes
released,
learning
our
guitar.
community and its
Still does
impact
not know
has
how
only
to play.
amplified.
This year, let's turn
Maybe
up
that's
the
on
volume
him,
and see
maybe
what's
that's on the
Rocksmith.
game, I do not know, but he has a nice guitar displayed in his room somewhere. It's very nice, but he still can't play. But hey, you know, I'm sure someone learned from this game. And if you, hey, it's never too late to learn a new musical skill, you know. Oh wait, is it an app? What? Okay, so okay, oh, so you need the app on the phone to make it actually work? To listen to the... Okay. It's a pretty cool concept to learn a new musical instrument without actual human interaction. You know, that's really right up my alley. Avoiding any human contact. It's pretty cool. I guess it's also a nice practicing tool for people who want to learn guitar, or already in the process of learning guitar, and you know, they want to get like some idea, but I don't know how much the game will actually help with that, you know, instead of actually getting like a tutor and going through all this stuff, you know. But hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Rocksmith. Hell, wait, beta? Okay.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel,
Wait.
producer at Ubisoft San Francisco.
Okay, so you definitely have to buy a guitar. You definitely have to invest in this product. You'd have to
As a
commit
lifelong
to
gamer
it, you
and
know.
a touring musician, Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus. A new interactive music learning subscription service.
Oh my
available this
god,
year.
no.
Learn how to play guitar and bass by playing
You
along to master
bastards.
recordings of your favorite songs.
Subscription
Connect your
base?
instrument
Can
to
no
your
one just
PC,
buy the
console,
product?
or mobile
Can the
device
product not
and
just
get
be bought?
real-time feedback as you
Oh
play.
my god.
Connecting with Rocksmith Plus will be easier
It's
than
like
ever.
fucking
Now you
Adobe.
can use your phone
Why
as
can't
a
I just buy the product I want?
Download the app,
I don't want all the
log
other
in,
shit. Just give me
sync to
that.
Rocksmith Plus,
And I don't want
set
to
it
play
down,
monthly. Just give me an
and play along.
outright payment and I'll pay it.
Now acoustic players
I don't want
and
it, like that's why I
amps
prefer
can
Clip
use
Studio,
Rocksmith
and now
Plus
it's with
with
this.
no
Like
extra
I don't know how
gear
that's
needed.
gonna
It's
affect
a
people.
game
Like, cause
changer.
the old game you could just buy it and you had it. It was yours.
Excited to
You could just
reveal
use it.
Rocksmith Plus
It's
will have a
so
huge
frustrating.
amount of songs at launch. All songs in the library will
I
have
understand
support
adding
for
songs, like learning
will be
different
perfect
songs. That's
for
normally how they
players
made their
who
money
wanna
with
learn the
like
foundation of a song to hum
other
and strum
games in
along
this
to.
sort of like
We'll still
genre.
have the note-for-note
They made their money
arrangements
off like
for players
making
that wanna
songs,
play
but like,
songs
come on,
exactly
yo.
how the artists originally
You
played
really
them.
gonna just
And each week, we'll release a steady stream
always
of new
subscription.
authentic arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library. We're also introducing the Rocksmith.
No, he's
Workshop,
like he's
a
smiling
new
and he's
tool
just
that
saying,
lets users create
"Pay for
and
this, you
their
dumb
own
motherfuckers.
arrangements
We're gonna
of
keep
songs
you
we've
fucking
licensed.
hooked."
Your subscription will give you access to all those songs. More content than ever before, including genres beyond rock. We'll have pop, hip-hop, country, Latin.
The thing is, like, they would have to get licenses for all of this music, and those licenses will not last forever. So each a song you might have had at launch will not be there probably in a couple of years' time. So it's like always going to be a shifting like product, you know? Like you might be like, I really want to learn this song, and now you just can't. It's like, hey, you know, well, obviously this isn't for me, but like, I'm just saying, why does it always have to be a subscription?
And more robust progress tracking. Players won't just see their growth.
I know, they just want to make money. They want all the money. They want your money. They see you walking around downtown. They see you walking down the street. You know, maybe you got a soda in your hand. You're sipping away, and all they see is a wallet. A wallet walking around with money. Their money. And that's all they want. That's all they see. You know, they're like a fucking predator looking like fucking like a wolf looking at a fucking sheep. You know? It's just... He's smiling so much. Smiling so much, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you. You're mine. I'm sure he loves it. I don't know.
Over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another.
Hey, I guess he loves the product, you know, but like he's selling you a product, you know, so of course he's gonna be happy about it.
Register now for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus beta. Summer's coming, and nothing gets
subscription based, goddammit.
Bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor sports extravaganza.
What?
Since then, the project's grown by jumps and grinds.
What game is this? Like Steep 2? Oh no. What is this? Oh, I remember. Oh my god, I completely forgot this game even existed. Like, I swear they announced it like either last one or the year before that. I completely forgot about this.
Greetings, thrill seekers. This is the Riders Ridge, the Republic's stomping ground. From here, you can meet like-minded riders. Manage your career. Learn to nail those wild moves. Stay stylish.
You're just gonna get the one guy who's like, oh bruh, watch me pop this sick ollie off this cliff and just fucking fall to his death. Ah, it's beautiful.
And take up some ferocious multiplayer action like Free For All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 16 competition.
Oh.
So, here's how it works.
Are you gonna have to pay for those costumes? Probably. Get those microtransactions in.
Okay. When your team has turned all the modules blue, you capture that district, which will help multiply your score into the big time. Progress, progress, progress. To unlock more content, you gotta earn those stars. So, if you want to be the boss,
that's cool looking at it from this point of view.
The world's most famous competitions are waiting for you.
Whoa! Extremely radical, man!
Now, some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got modules that you can slay for days.
You know, I guess like if you want that sort of fix, that sport fix, you know, snowboarding, all that sort of stuff, you know, skateboarding, I guess a little bit of Tony Hawk or just anything. This is like, I guess, the game for you, you know? It just puts them all in. Like, what more do you want? Why would you ever buy another game? Oh my, what? I think that's what they also tried to do with Steep, and initially I was interested in Steep because like, oh yeah, I'd love to just go like, I'm gonna go climb that mountain and then I'm gonna roll down it. Never bought the game though. It did interest me. I won't lie.
And bathe in nature.
That texture on the ground though.
That's right. Everything you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had. And the Republic
Oh, so it's got to have a day-night time sequence.
as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges.
Woo!
It's the Red Bull Joyride, people.
Woo!
It's the biggest stage of slopestyle mountain biking. And
God damn. She got style.
There is so much more.
I can totally see like people playing this with their friends and like, yo, let's go up that mountain, or let's like roll down here and do this. Let's see who can win the first, or let's see who can get in the most like damage, like sort of like that Skate 3 vibe. Is this kind? It feels like it's also combining Steep into this game, where it's like a lot of snow and like you can do like snowboarding and skiing and stuff like that.
Look at all these riders. Does this speak to you? Then don't miss out on mass.
I wonder if this is... No, it's probably like Steep, where it doesn't have to be online. Actually, was Steep always online? I don't think it was. I think you could play it single player online and just do your own thing. It's like fucking a flock of birds all flying in sync, or you know that giant, the fish that all swim together. That's cool. Like you'll get some fun, challenging like tracks to do going down with you and your buddies, or if you have no friends, just random people that you say, you know, tell your mom like, hey, they are my friends, they're real to me, goddamn. Yeah, it looks like if you're into it, you're gonna be into
Rainbow
it.
Six operators battling alien parasites. But how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist, we're still trying to clear all those pesky Flores drones off the maps.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start.
Oh,
Siege
no, they're
passing
talking about
200,000
Siege.
concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
Yeah, I don't think Siege is my kind of game. It's very like competitive, and not saying I'm not competitive. I'm just like I don't go out for it. Like I have a friend who fucking loves League of Legends and is all into that, and I just can't stand it. It's just not my thing.
So today is all about sharing quality.
Oh, I know someone who loves Siege. I've seen her play.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to
Dude, Murray, relax. You look like a little tense there.
On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms with crossplay and cross-progression. That means that any player on
Almost looked like someone had a gun up to his head
able to tune to games together while
and was forcing him to read this.
And for console players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox.
I am loving the crossplay though. That's great. I think that's fantastic. Allow people to play with each other, even if they don't have the same console.
Bringing these player bases together benefits everyone. It will finally
For some reason, I feel like that guy's about to cry. I feel like they're like pointing a gun at him or like his family, and they're forcing him to read this. He just looks so awkward in that position.
Is a feature a lot of you has been anticipating, and we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art to the awesome cosplay, the Rainbow Six community is the lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
We cannot thank you enough for your support. It is because of you that Siege keeps evolving and growing.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring
I really wonder if next year for E3 they're gonna be back on the stages, or is this the future of E3? Ooh.
Ready? 6 years ago I met a pilot. She saved my life. That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Akan, Uchahpi. The creator's
Oh,
star
wow.
has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss.
Uh-oh.
What's happening? Shh.
Oh. It's Brother Bear. Come here, motherfucker. I'm sorry, I can't bear to see this. Oh god. Oh, they made it out! Yay! Whoa! I was thinking there was gonna be a dark tone where she's like dragged into the fucking woods and is never seen from again.
Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
Ooh. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah, For Honor, man. It's just been so long since I've heard anyone talk about this game. I remember I was so hyped for launch. I don't know why it like I'm guessing it is still successful. It's got to probably have like a solid fan base, but yeah, I don't know why it wasn't as successful as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot about this game. Brawlhalla, yeah. Got a little Leonardo, little Donatello, Raphael, and then Michelangelo. The crew too. Oh, maybe they aren't like pumping out games every year now. Maybe they're like holding on, keeping the subscriptions alive, or like keeping the games alive, keeping people buying and playing. If we're just gonna be seeing a bunch of updates, then for the rest of this, it's not gonna be that fun.
From the release of the Ghost experience to the latest teammate update, Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback. But that's not all.
Oh yeah, when are they gonna give Sam his own goddamn game? I feel so sorry. Like I love stealth games, but like they've treated Sam like dirt. Like for his own franchise, but they love like bringing him into other people's like stuff, like popping by and saying hi. I'd really, oh god, just as suspected. Are we going to see the giant dance performance? Like always? Yeah? Is that what we're gonna see? You fucking know it is. A new Just Dance as suspected. I fucking knew it. They're gonna do the dance with the yeah. Oh.
And I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer.
Normally they just play the dances and just let it be.
Is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022.
Wait, are they just using real people for it now? Where it's like instead of having like the rotoscoped people, are they just gonna play like the music video, like or like them actually choreographing the dance without any of the. Nah, I can't believe that.
To me, Just Dance allows people to express themselves through dance and to celebrate who they are.
It's like Footloose, but in real life.
Has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or with a group.
I'm so angry. My emotions are so amped up. I gotta dance. I gotta express myself. Fucking, oh, it's classic. Footloose. Didn't they remake that movie? Like, didn't they remake Footloose?
It's been just dancified. I don't think they're ready for this.
You know, I think my sister's fucking really into the remake. Which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022. So this is very different from what they normally do. They normally bring in a bunch of people to just dance. And then they'll just say, hey, Just Dance, this whatever year it is, coming out this time. Thank you. And that's it normally. They don't normally bring on people to actually talk about it. So that was very different than just the dances.
It's time to get our Viking on. It was a big year for the new chief of the Raven clan, but your journey with Eivor is far from over.
Is this even like Assassin's Creed anymore? 'Cause like I just feel like this just would have been its own like fun Viking game. Instead of like I don't think they needed to attach the Assassin's Creed name, because I don't know if there's like really much sneaking around anymore. And like, you know, actually assassinating people. It seems more like I'm the chief of this thing, and we're just gonna start up our own settlement, and we're just gonna do it, and then we have wars with these characters, and we do raids and all sorts of stuff. It just doesn't feel like that like original sort of like I'm sneaking around out in public, you know, sort of thing, blending in, and I'm assassinating people, you know. I kind of wish they would go back to just like at least doing another one where it's like we're just an assassin doing the thing. I think Origins was like that. I haven't played Origins. I want to play Origins, but like I think that was like the last one, and we've had 2 releases now where it's more followed this path of you know, our character's kind of more out there and just doing his own thing. You know, not really an assassin, but you know. I just I do hope, but like this could have just been its own game without any of the assassin stuff, you know. You know, it could have just been its own Viking game. If they just want like to take a piece of history, right, make some fantasy elements within it, and just like make a game around that, I think that would be fantastic, you know. But like, yeah, I just wish they go a little bit back to what it was originally all about. To be honest, I don't even care about like the whole Templars and Assassin's Guild or whatever. I just want like an assassin game where you're just sneaking around and assassinating people. Maybe there's a big conspiracy behind it or not. I just kind of want one of those games again, instead of being like up front and like just like I can just kill this guy with my sword.
You'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious
like is this very assassin-like to you? Doing a siege? Like, when did it start going downhill? I guess a lot of people would say 3 with Connor Kenway is when it like, because that game they didn't find it was as fun. Because everyone fucking loved Ezio Auditore and Altair, you know. Well, like Altair was the first, but everyone loved Ezio. Connor looked cool. He had a cool weapon with his little axe in the shape of the symbol. but I feel like a lot of people felt he was very boring as a character and didn't really have much to do. It's especially considering it's such an interesting period of time. There was a lot they could have done with that, and I do kind of feel like it was kind of wasted. But you know, they did make some other games. Like I've heard the pirate game is pretty good. But I don't know if that's a lot of assassination or not.
During the time of Vikings, and follow them in their endeavors, big and small.
But you know,
Exclusive rewards.
I just yeah, it looks like from with this them talking about this, they're not going to obviously be announcing another Assassin's Creed. They're probably going to give it. It's probably going to be announced next year, whatever the new Assassin's Creed is.
Doesn't stop here. For the first time on an Assassin's
You know, I kind of think like a lot of people gave shit to Unity, where like they're in France and stuff like that. I think it was Unity that I think that's what his name was. But like, I feel like that one got a bad rap because it was just buggy in the beginning. But that's like such an interesting period where like all these like royals and nobles are getting like fucking executed and shit like that, and it's so fucking fascinating to learn about that. And I feel like they could really did a lot, but I think people just didn't give it a chance because of the glitches. I didn't give it a chance because I didn't have enough money. But yeah. I wish they would do some interesting stuff.
Our Ubisoft film and
you know,
television team has some exclusive content
they have a television team.
First is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development
Oh shit! I forgot.
If you haven't watched the second
I remember they announced that with Matt from Always Sunny. Fucking love Always Sunny.
Why do you have goosebumps?
This is an involuntary reaction to
Being inspired?
I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference? That's it. Except, make it about me and not the world.
I feel really seen and heard.
I don't want to see you or hear you.
She played us to get what she wanted.
She inspired us.
She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
Up next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit.
Oh, they're just getting straight into movies now? They're just going straight into like they're a media company, not just in gaming anymore.
Josh Rubin, the director of Werewolves Within.
And I'm Sam Richardson, the star of Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within was based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so excited to bring you an exclusive look just for you.
Check it out. Dr. Ellis?
I told you she's probably tanked.
Oh.
Touch this door again, I'll shoot. Again.
Dr. Ellis? Getting lost, please.
That sounded like a comedy.
Answers.
It didn't disappear.
What is it? What?
It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
Oh. Okay, well, we don't understand.
Oh yeah, this sounds like a comedy.
Wheeler, you could be one of them.
One of what?
The werewolves. Damn, they're even using the fancy name. The fancy name.
Roads are effed.
Yeah, this looks like a comedy.
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
Out of curiosity, who is packing? We having a good old-fashioned sleepover with guns. With guns, yes. Everybody's going, how the heck? Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it.
Cool, I guess, you know.
Follow Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus, and be sure to catch Werewolves Within this summer, in theaters or on your
Oh wow, it's just coming out.
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, Even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see the Far Cry gameplay. I'm just expecting it's just normal Far Cry.
Please, we have to get on that boat.
Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards?
Do you have any idea what these are worth? Let us through.
Quiet. Marco, always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing now.
Gracias.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. That's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting, not running to the Yankees.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage. Same as
Yeah,
the
shut the fuck up. I appreciate what you have. Is this big man on campus gonna tell me that he's got the best chicken in all the neighborhood? I love him in fucking Breaking Bad. He's so fucking good. He's like so intense for like a villain who just doesn't see. He's so unassuming. It's like crazy.
Before he was El Presidente, mi papa loved to fish. We would go out on a boat, just like this, and we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
See, Tirano! You have poison, Yara! You have poisoned your sword!
I've caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No way.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
Tough break, kid. Tough break, everyone. Jeez. Seems like it's going to be another stellar performance.
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego as he grooms him to become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of
a lot of people said this kid looked like Vass, and I agree.
They're evil or shocking. It's that there's someone that could sit across from you at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power, and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains. which makes today
Oh, they did not show the twins. The twins were not shown.
into the mind of Fenton Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream was to honor the Far Cry villain's tradition and introduce a brand new experience. It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on? Who's watching?
Oh.
My, what a happy family. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive. That is all that matters. What the fuck? Peekaboo, motherfucker. Where the fuck am I?
Yeah, what is this?
Who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way.
Were these in the original games, or is this... No, this is different. This is something new where you play as the villain.
And I will not waste it.
Interesting. Is this like meant to be a representation of their own hell that they've created for themselves? See, what? Wait, what? A season pass? Hey, they're bringing back Blood Dragon? Oh, they just re-bringing back... Okay.
We're so excited
That's
for you all
cool.
to check out this next game.
It's a shame you have to pay extra for it in the season pass, but like it's still cool. Oh, Rayman Raving Rabbits. When are they gonna come up with a new Rayman? Oh my god. I guess I was right in the beginning. Mario will be they're gonna team up with Nintendo again. So I'm guessing this is the second one. Oh, share the same DNA. Oh god. Oh god. Why are they in space? I don't know what's happening. Is that the fucking hand from fucking... I was about to say, I thought, is that the hand from fucking Smash? Crazy Hand and, oh, what's the other hand called? I forget. This game must have been really successful in order for them to bring it back like this. Well, make a sequel. Oh, Rosalina Rabbit. Is a goth chick? Or is she is like a teen who doesn't want to be there? Oh. They should at least put Rayman as a fucking character to play as, you know? At least show him some kind of respect. I mean, like, I get it, they love rabbits, but like, rabbits have like fucking taken over. Oh, he's back! Oh, this guy got emotional last time.
And I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone. Mario
Oh, he's got the gun. Oh.
are back. And I'm so excited to be
Okay.
back as well today to unveil our new project, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises. On their quest to repel evil across the galaxy, their spaceship will bring them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be alone. By their side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks.
Which are these abominations? Okay.
The merge of Rabbids and Lumas will lend their wild powers to our heroes. Their natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
Oh. Oh, some
After the
pixelation.
tremendous success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up. We know we've been off the radar for a while now, as we wanted to take the time needed to bring this crossover to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we also wish to offer an easy-to-play experience for all players, yet hard to master for those of you that are willing to take the challenge. And you will be able to experience this cosmic adventure exclusively
XCOM, that was
on
what the
Nintendo
game
Switch.
was based around, yeah.
We can't wait to tell you more about the game soon.
There is an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot wait for you to experience it.
Ooh, pre-alpha gameplay, huh? Yeah, it's just gone full on XCOM where you had the ship dropping you in. Oh! I wasn't expecting this. Now this makes it actually a little bit more interesting. And they can afford just to, you know, squeeze Rayman in there? Not once? Nothing? Nada? Oh! They've actually also changed up the formula a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So we're not done yet.
You're not?
Let's check in with our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Are they gonna show Beyond Good and Evil 2? Or is that like if they don't show it, I know for sure that game is dead.
As you have seen, we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon. And this is just
Also,
the
did that
beginning.
Prince of Persia game come
Thanks
out?
to all the teams at
The remake
Ubisoft
that
for
didn't
what
look
they
too good.
achieved, and for always striving to deliver the best possible game experiences. I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration, especially during what has been a challenging year.
Yeah, it definitely was, especially for you guys.
Of our industry's
With all
ability
the
to bring together millions of players
like what was
from
it? Was
around
it
the
sexual assault that was happening in the studio, or like sexual something? Like a lot of people had to leave.
This is one of the real powers of video games. And it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best. Finally, my sincere thanks to you, the players. We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keep them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great partnerships, there is one more exciting thing we would like to show you today.
Yeah, please do.
It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most beautiful but dangerous places of all.
Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine. I'm excited to share this first look with you now.
Because it's been a while.
Enjoy.
Oh. Avatar. I was not expecting this. Is like out of left field. Yeah, I can see like this sort of thing as a game. Is this like in also collaboration with all those films that are... Had they been filmed or have they started filming? Like there's like 5 Avatar films in production right now. Which is bizarre to me considering the first one came out in like what, 2012 or 2009? Somewhere in between that time. And it just like, it blew up, but then like everyone was like, okay. And then nothing came from it for so many years, and now that like, it was just announced, well it wasn't just announced, but it's been announced that they were gonna like, okay, we're gonna make 4 more sequels. And yeah, it's so crazy. So I'm guessing you're playing as what were the people? Was it the Navi? I can't remember. Them. I'm guessing you're playing as these characters, and you're gonna be facing off against humans and other obstacles, I'm guessing. It's not a bad idea, you know. It's an interesting world. I remember when I was at Disneyland, they showed us, well, not showed us, I went on the Avatar ride, where you get to actually pretend you're flying on one of the pterodactyl things, which is really cool. You know, it's just a giant simulator, but like it's great. That was pretty fun, and like all the setup and dressing was really cool. But like, yeah, I can't see myself getting the game. But it's really cool, you know, and I do hope to see more from it. And I think this also has just confirmed to me that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is dead. It doesn't exist anymore. Whatever it was, it has been cancelled. I think maybe it just didn't plan out, or they didn't have a certain idea or goal of what it was going to be. And now that's gone. It's like the pirate game that they were making that just never came out. I think they got announced in the same year, but like that just, you didn't hear anything from it. Whereas Beyond Good and Evil 2, you heard like I think 2 years, like 2 more years of like news until they were like, yeah, nothing. It's a shame, but you know, sometimes that's it. Or it could have also been affected by all those accusations from the studio. People could have been like left, or you know. So yeah. And I'm guessing that's it for this one.
Thanks to Eve and all the devs that joined us to share what's new with Ubisoft.
Today, we battled some Archeans in Rainbow Six Extraction. Learned some
Yeah, I think that's it.
Got an adrenaline rush from Riders Republic. Lit up the dance floor in Just Dance 2022.
That's a real shame. I was really excited for that game. But I haven't played the first one. I own it on Steam, and I don't think it has really much to do with it other than like the characters are in it and it's a prequel. But like it looked really interesting. It looked like it had an interesting cast of characters, and it looked like an interesting world to explore, especially with as much freedom as they were going to give you, you know. Yeah, let me mute this because Jeff is coming back on. We don't need to see Jeff. Let's move this on the screen. Yeah. It's a shame. It truly is. Hold on, let me actually bring up the trailer for... Actually, I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to go to... Click. Beyond... Damn, my computer is really slow today, and I don't know why. Yeah, let's bring up the trailer. Can I see both trailers? Alright. Let's get this in full screen. Alright. This was like I think this was the first one they showed for this game. And it just like, just look at the world, like how impact and dense this is for these people. And obviously the half human hybrids. It's...
Hey, the fuck? I ain't got no master, but I do have your little...
I will say the accent, I wasn't expecting the British like sort of accent. That was like, that really put me off, I won't lie.
Here you go, mate.
Because I just don't, I don't know if it works with the monkey or if it needs the monkey needs a deeper voice.
I got a hot date. Don't do late.
Monkey's got a date. What? What?
What? That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig. Bon appetito.
I want every fucking cop in this fucking city after that fucking bastard!
I think the most interesting thing about this game is I think it might have been a little bit too ambitious, because it was I think it was planning to go for, you're going to be in a certain like solar system or something where you'd be able to travel to these couple of different planets. Because they showed gameplay of this planet, like I think when they first announced it, just a little bit, like of the monkey just standing around and I think flying. But they also had like plans for like you to have like a spaceship and flying that around. It's very ambitious, and it's very hard to think of like if they would actually have been able to do it. But I just remember watching this trailer and watching the second trailer and being like, wow, like it looks like an interesting world to explore and delve deeper into. Now, like, obviously, watching these trailers is probably not a good representation of what the game would have, like, finally been. Like, obviously, you wouldn't probably had as much freedom as you thought you would have had, like, traveling around the world. That's not probably feasible. But I feel like you're gonna have your hub ship. You're gonna like travel to these different other places, probably like fast travel, you know, light speed or whatever they want to call it. And then you just you know, go down to the surface and it'll always be at the same place, like miniature hub worlds, and that's how it'd be. And that this would have been the game. That's what I'm guessing, with like a story or whatever.
True freedom lies beyond.
It was just like a really interesting concept, and I was like, I love my space games, and like obviously that looks like Battleship Yamato, you know, Space Battleship Yamato, and I was like, that looks cool, I can get with it, you know, it looks so fascinating, and it just didn't end up happening, which is so unfortunate. It really is. Before I continue on, I guess Jeff is just doing, I don't know when Devolver is actually starting. If I go back to this, can I go see the second trailer? Let's just put trailers. I should probably be able to find. Yeah, this was the second one. That was 3 years ago. Jesus. Wait. So that's 17, that's 18. And now I think that we got... Did we get any... Is this one 19? Let's take a look at this. Because my memory might be a little bit shaky on the events. Because I don't think we got anything for... Either we got something for 19, maybe them just talking about it. I don't remember if we got a trailer. But I know we definitely got nothing for 2020. And now, obviously, now we have gotten nothing. So I think this game is fully on dead. It's back to its... Like, it's a really interesting story about Beyond Good and Evil 2. It was like announced like years and years and years ago as a completely different concept. This is like their reinvention of it. But like now this one seems to be dead, so it's going to be going back in that state, cast of going back into the closet, never to be seen again. Pretty sure that's a character from the first game. Because he recognizes the main character from the first game, and I'm guessing they're both from the first game. I should play the first game, especially considering I own it. It's just one of those games on the backlog. Look at this. This is so interesting, so fascinating to see.
Keep laughing, fools. Key ingredients to good cooking is love.
Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat.
Main engines are ghost. Knox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada.
Nada. I remember I heard that and I just was like, oh god.
It's massive. Like, get back here, Shani. Hold off.
Ooh. Like, this looks so interesting. Obviously this is not representative of the gameplay, but it's just still an interesting world. And like maybe these events could have happened, I doubt it, but it would be really interesting to have like your whole crew and stuff like that going around the galaxy, either doing heists or whatever they planned on doing, and then getting into like shenanigans in space. And like some certain elements remind me of like Cowboy Bebop and aspects, you know, like this game felt like, obviously I talked about Battleship Yamato, but like it gives me that same sort of feeling with like Cowboy Bebop, with certain elements, you know, just traveling around, you know, either as a bounty hunter or like whatever, and just, yes, it's so fascinating. And then like here she is from the first game.
Jade.
So it looks so good, and it's such a shame nothing came from it. It really is. Just checking. Nope. And let's just see what this 19. This looks like the same trailer. So it was like 18 the last time we actually got any like sort of trailer from this, which is a shame. And I think this was the original announcement in 2008. Let's take a look at that. This is like, I'm guessing, a sequel to the first one. Okay. Yeah. We don't need to. This is the original announcement for the second game, like back all the way in 2008, and then like I think nothing else came from it, and then like until like obviously in 2017 when they did the first announcement of like, okay, we're revamping this, we're bringing it back out the closet. Like practically this original game got cancelled and they just never really confirmed it, and this is a normal thing with games. This happens. But like, I really would wish they would be like upfront with these things. If Beyond Good and Evil 2, the new one, it has been cancelled, I would really like them just to say it's been cancelled. Because I was holding up hopes to see it, and we got nothing again. Maybe they're revamping it again, or maybe they're trying to fix whatever they have. I don't know. Or it could, like I said, just been cancelled. I would just like to hear something, you know? You can really see the jumps in technology with the CGI animation. Not to say this looks bad or anything, it's just like, you can tell it's an older piece of tech. But it's still got its own like certain charm. And the cycle continues. Yeah, okay, start with the ads. And there's Jeff's beautiful face again. So let's considering we're waiting for Devolver, let's take a look at something we missed from Summer Games Fest, which was the Elden Ring trailer. Wait, there's meant to be... Oh, let's just go for the PlayStation one then. feels a little bit more official for some reason. Hidetaki Miyazaki, George R.R. Martin.
Will soon return.
Obviously, that looks like the World Tree, and also the twin trees from Berserk.
The Golden Order is broken to its core.
And like now it's like open world, and man, it's got a lot of elements, but it seems very much still a lot to do with like that sort of like soul sort of formula. At least with aesthetic, like that Sekiro, Souls, Bloodborne, you know. It's just like now got like after seeing Demon Souls, the remake, and going back to this like graphical, it's not that it's bad or anything. It's just like, wow, Demon Souls showed us like the graphical potential for a Souls game, and what the new consoles can do. But I'm still very excited for this. I was shocked considering how we hadn't heard from this game since its announcement. And there's like, you can summon your friends. The dragon looks cool. Oh, it's so sick. Look at this shit. Oh yeah. The Valkyrie. So cool. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. Like it looks like it's going to be big. There's so many bosses to fight. It looks fun. Like you're going to meet so many interesting characters, and you're just going to be able to explore the world. Look, you can jump now. Well, actually, you could jump in Sekiro. So cool. PlayStation. Yeah, I think the only other thing from the previous show was the tactics version of Metal Slug. Metal Slug Tactics was the only other thing that looks interesting. Oh look, they're showing the trailer again. I think what I'll do now, until the Devolver, I'm gonna look up when it's actually gonna start, because depending on when it starts, I might do my dailies in Genshin. Devolver Digital. Yeah, what time is it going to be starting? Let's look up time. Maybe I'll leave this where you can hear it.
In search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of
Okay, so apparently Elden Ring, oh, not Elden Ring, Devolver is gonna be starting actually, I think in like 4 minutes. So there's no need to turn on Genshin. Let's just watch our boy Jeff until the end, guys. Until the end. And then I believe tomorrow we have Xbox. We got Square. Is Capcom then, or is Capcom on Monday? I have no idea. We'll figure it out. But we got a lot, and then Nintendo I think is on the 15th. And I'm guessing we're going to see a little bit more of, hopefully, this, because of Bandai is also having their own show as well.
Plain as a lord. I command thee.
Kneel. That looks like an Orlando. Yeah, is that a sneaking mechanic? It looks like you can sneak up behind some enemies. Looks so much fun. Are we gonna see Jeff?
There it is, Elden Ring, coming January 21st, 2022. Isn't that insane? I am so excited.
Let's mute Jeff. Yeah, I am excited as well for Elden Ring. I will say. So let's see, maybe I should do some quick predictions. I don't know anything. I don't know what Devolver is doing. I don't think. Let me think in my mind if like I would love if they made a Katana 02, but they literally one came out like what 18 or 19. So I think it was 19 it came out. So like, I think that's too soon if they were to make a sequel to that. I don't think they're going to make another Hotline Miami or anything like that. Like, I'm just expecting new games from Devolver, or like announcements, you know? Or like some updates on some games to come out. That sort of stuff. And I always love their press conferences because they're so fun and inventive with like... Well, they know that they just want to have fun, and that's what it's all about. Like they did a whole like Terminator thing. They did like all sorts of things. Like I won't lie, I fucking love the woman who like presents the shows. She looks like she's on fucking crack all day. So it's very nice. It's quite fantastic. Let's just talk about Xbox then and Bethesda's showcase. For them, I think we're definitely gonna see some more on Halo Infinite. If any, and you guys probably don't know this, but I'm a big Halo fan. I love all the Halos Bungie made. Haven't really been feeling any of the Halos they 343 have made, but you know, Bungie, they always held you down. Those games, those Halo games are phenomenal and fantastic. So I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. And so Halo Infinite, that like reversion back towards it, and I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it also released with its actual multiplayer, because apparently originally it was not meant to be. If it released back when the Xbox launched, it was not going to release a multiplayer, which is like I understand. I love the story of Halo, but like multiplayer is also a very important part of Halo. And you can't you can't launch it without it. So I hope they rectify that. Obviously, actually we might see another like Gears. There might be another Gears to see. What were they up to on Gears? Was it 6? Did they do 6? They did 4. They did 5. I think they'd be up to 6 now. So we might hear another Gears. Like, and I really hope, like, Microsoft have been developing, I think is this Devolver? The Shadow Warrior? I don't know. I'll continue, about Microsoft. I'll talk about that later, maybe afterwards. Yeah, this just looks like, you know, more of the same. I remember playing the first game of Shadow Warrior, and you know, it was alright, you know, it was a fun game to play. Haven't like looked back upon it, you know, but I'm sure people, you know, love the franchise now and are digging it. I don't know, I guess I should play it again and then compare it to the new Doom. Actually, I don't know. I haven't played Eternal, but I played 2016. 2016 is phenomenal. So maybe I should go back and try them both and see which one I think holds up a little bit better. It's probably Doom, but you never know. Because I fucking love Doom guy fucking not giving a fucking shit, and it's just like, I don't give a shit. Get this shit out of my face. Let me kill the demons. I don't care about your stupid bullshit. It's fantastic. Yes, Devolver. Oh, is this the fake crowd again? Oh yes, this is the previous.
This is our first year of bringing you the very best of what video games have to offer.
Lots of changes at Devolver since the last time we were here.
Old, outdated, irrelevant.
She's straight busted.
I've got something better.
Today is only the beginning. The future of video games and the future's future.
She's so fucking good. I fucking love her.
I don't give a flipping freak about stupid live video game events. Hello? I need you to help me stop the future's future. Come in.
I will say it got a little bit complicated towards like the last one, but it was still very enjoyable.
What's next? The future.
So then, you know, we kind of wrap it up after that. I'm thinking it's like a 4-5 year deal. Huh? I mean, huh? Right?
I think it's shit garbage. Fucking shit garbage.
I mean,
it's a dumb idea that'll never work. And you're an asshole for thinking it up. Who thinks this shit up?
It was me. I thought
An
this shit.
asshole thinks this shit up. We're not doing a 4-year-long series of narrative videos about the futures, whatever the shit.
Devolver Digital Cinematic Universe.
You shut your fucking face.
Jesus.
That was supposed to be me, right? My face. Is that even legal?
All Devolver Digital new hires release wholly any work likeness attribution and / or image rights upon execution of an employment contract, clear as day. Basically, we can do whatever we want with your likeness, even if it is some stupid deep fake video abomination or whatever.
Enough! Enough of this. You less talking, more typing. You
Oh my god.
like it. The internet will never buy it. We produce video games at Devolver Digital, and damn good ones, I'm told. Now, get the hell out of my conference room and take your dumb movie idea with you.
Yeah, but listen, it's not just a dumb movie idea. It's a multi-layered narrative universe. You don't understand. This is art. This is
that Jason Momoa light?
Well, listen, slimes, it is a goddamn white-hot arms race out there. A hype eats hype, media-fueled intimidation game of boss mode, knuckle-fuck nut kick. And we are falling way the mother-effing ever shit behind. Melissa, do the numbers.
Yeah, so in the last...
It's bad, people. Real type bad. We need a fresh perspective. Something wild. Something stunning. Something new, but not too new, but new enough so that it seems new to those know-it-all know-nothings in the know, you know?
Actually, ma'am, I think...
No.
Record scratch. What? Who are you and why are you making noises at?
Jesus Christ.
Ma'am, Nina Struthers, I'm an adjunct under-executive on the marketing team. I'm gunning for synergy officer one day.
Why are you pouring the coffee?
Because we need coffee.
Grab it, Hackjaw. Nina, is it? Put the coffee down and talk at my face.
Well,
I like this direct line
the
of
thing of it
conflict.
is, a few of us were talking, and...
Monetization. As a service.
See?
What he said.
That's gotta be the most ridiculous...
Let's fucking do it.
4 decades. And counting. Devolver Digital has been at the absolute bleeding edge of technical, social, and humanitarian progress in the burgeoning videotainment market. Now, that's no accident. The global research and development teams at Devolver Digital Incorporated have worked tirelessly to deliver to you, the unwashed consumers, so many breakthroughs in the video game entertainosphere that it's arguable as to whether the countless problems we've successfully solved were ever actually problems in the first place.
Devolver Earliest Access delivered games to the marketplace at the exact point of conception. A developer even thinks of an idea and that shit's already for sale. Boom! Devolver Digital Screen Pay allowed loudmouth consumers to not only throw money at their screens, but to throw money at our federally unregistered offshore corporate bank accounts. Cha-ching! Devolver even jumped ass first into that crypto lifestyle broth before electric car barons made it all the rage with Loot Box Coin, the market's first and justifiably last physical cryptocurrency that lived entirely off of the blockchain.
Blam!
Last year, we spent money we didn't even have to fill the void shot huge with your mad, thirsty consumer soul when E3 was canceled. Devolver Land Expo straight up revolutionized the very concept of marketing as the industry's very first quadruple A playable video game trade show that you could download and play as a video game and video game play as a video game. Progress can't be stopped though, no. So this year, Devolver Digital is taking aim at the blisteringly lucrative subscription service video game market. Welcome to Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome to the future. Games as a service. A razor-edged industry shuck jive that has served to convert what was, traditionally, a one-time purchase into a potentially lifelong chain ball commitment to reoccurring payments for video games that, well, let's be real deal about this, most of you don't even enjoy anymore. Devolver likes to take things further. Dive the big dive, you know? Take the leap, push the envelope, toad the wet sprocket.
That girl's muscle.
Go big or go
Jesus.
home, and baby, we ain't got no home to
Fucking
go home
like
to.
that. But I like her even more.
Devolver likes to take things to a place that isn't even funny. So much is creepily possible and uncomfortably
That
prescient.
bicep. Damn, she's on.
That is why monetization as a service. Give me some more. We see it as a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers locked into a semi-regular non-payment schedule with a novel, if not needlessly complex approach, wherein a top-tier service subscriber that is
Preach.
look at you is granted access to dozens, if not hundreds of dozens, of premium purchases at the low, low monthly price of no cost to you for the subscription itself. Hit me again!
Jesus
That
Christ.
is the Max Pass Plus difference. You simply apply, and your credit competency, work history, genealogical strafe vector, total lunar payload weight, environmentally induced super selection state, and very first magic deck are evaluated on a 29-point density matrix, and boosh, you're absolutely Rose Street.
She eating chili dogs.
From there, you are granted direct access to purchase anything in our constantly growing collection of video games and video game related junk for free. Well, not the purchases. They're not free. That would be insane. But access to those purchases, though, totally freezies. Let's check a look, at some of the video games that amazing consumers like you can look forward to, if you get approved, of course, with Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Premium purchase.
Let's see what we got. Peace is mere illusion. Do not mourn its loss. Actually, should I read? I don't know. Ooh, this looks sick. I like this. That looks sick. I'm actually excited for that. That's like, I think the only thing that's actually gotten me actually think I would actually get today. Obviously I would get Elden Ring, but you know, that wasn't shown today. I'm talking mostly about Ubisoft stuff. Like, I don't think anything I'd probably buy. Oh, I think I saw... I think this was at Summer Games Fest. With Jeff. This was one of the games they showed. Which is like a tomb sort of like raiding thing. With friends. Or maybe not. Are they friends or are they just like other people's times? Yeah, I don't fucking know. Definitely inspired by Indiana Jones, yo. Why would they even use a whip?
Fashionable. Now that's a phrase. A phrase that goes lock, stock, hand in hand with gamers. An exclusive state of being, if you will, to which only the most adroitly premium amongst us could ever truly endeavor to gain entry.
I like the merch. Oh, no. Is that a cowboy hat? I would buy that.
I'm snapping, damn it! Being fashionable is a natural extension of the Devolver Max Pass Plus premium purchase experience. Brought from us to you by Devolver's own central textile manufacturing and weaponized branding entity subgroups. We would like to present to you our newest collection of exclusive garmentry only available to the Devolver Max Pass Plus survivors. I mean, subscribers.
Oh, hi.
Shut up. This collection of fashionable, comfortable, and catastrophically unaffordable formal wear was designed and manufactured entirely in-house by an elite selection of our most popular and attractive interns, to whom we've given key action words and access to an internet-connected device and, shall we say, joie de vivre. You may go. Bye. As with everything else in this presentation, the Devolver Max Pass Plus exclusive merch collection is, well, exclusive. Only available to subscribers in a premium purchase, not at all in the subscription fee you may or may not, but may be paying. Fashionable. Am I right? Now, let's take a deep breath and take a peek at these two premium purchase products that are
the guy in the background
the
just
adoring Devolver Max Pass Plus Survivor. Subscriber. Yeah.
Premium purchase.
Ooh. Oh. This looks really cool. I like the art style. Oh, this looks sick. I wish I could animate like this. I just need to practice more, get better. Wizards of, yeah, okay. I think that trailer was animated very well. I like the graphical style of the characters. With the illuminating eyes and shit like that. It's very sick. It reminds me of like Final Fantasy, the Black Mages. Like in 9. Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Premium purchase.
Ooh. Oh. In a way, this kind of reminds me of crap. Damn, my mind keeps going to blank today. I have an image in my mind of what game I think it is. It looks like similar to, but it's like a 3D aesthetic rather than pixel art. But this looks pretty cool, you know? Death's Door, okay. That looks cool. That looks cool.
Since 1975, Devolver Digital and the many incredible developers we've partnered with have produced what can only be appropriately described as an imperial buttload of incredible games that consumers worldwide have purchased, never actually played, and then made public claims about the game's quality in order to substantiate their place in online conversations about whether or not an indie game is still indie if it has a publisher. That's why we're proud to announce the entire Devolver Digital catalog on Steam is available at Devolver Max Pass Plus as a premium service not included in your reoccurring monthly payments that we still haven't quite nailed down yet. Each of these gems will be available at a reduced rate for a bafflingly limited amount of time, with discounts ranging from, why not, to fuck me, why are my pants wet? Think of it as a kind of thank you from an old friend that believes you deserve a premium experience. Visit DevolverMaxPassPlus.com for more information.
I wonder if that's an actual website. We're gonna have to check after this. It probably is, knowing Devolver. Ooh, is this a sequel to the 8th game? Or is this just like it being announced for something else? Oh, this is something completely different. Oh. Okay. This looks very creepy, but it looks fun. It looks like a cool horror experience. Oh, and it's coming out this year. Probably around about, you know, October.
Premium purchase.
Oh.
Hey, kid! Do you love video games? I'm a grown man. What are you doing in my bathroom? Do you love video games? Yes, I play them quite a bit. Do you want to pay for video games? Not at all, no. What if you could play a game for free, but then later we charge you for cool stuff and make you watch ads for minimal benefit to you, the consumer? Well, that doesn't sound great.
Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time.
Ignore loved ones. Reprioritize your life. Let it consume your very being. Turn real money into pretend money and spend it.
Okay.
Collect your favorite characters that you've never even heard of.
Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time. Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone,
It's tumble time. Oh, it's an actual game.
Devolver Tumble Time.
I'm gonna have to check that out. You know, I'm gonna download it right now if it's on the App Store.
Choose characters from a loaded roster of your Devolver Digital faves and rack a major, huge, big-time game points by matching and clearing the impossibly adorable heads on the tumbler. We mentioned that it's free, right? Because it's free. Except for the ads part, where there are ads, because of course there are ads, because nothing is ever really free. Get hype and unleash each character's special move and clear chunks by creating and activating chaotic chain reactions. Pre-register for Devolver Tumble Time on the App Store and Google Play by visiting devolvertumbletime.com. Woo! Hey! Nina!
Oh, hey.
No, it's not
Let's
up yet.
talk about subscriptions for a moment. The subscription service is an instrument of monetization from days gone, when your grandparents wanted to try a new cheese each month and your uncle wanted to look at photos of naked ladies from the comfort of his own tool shed. A relic. An unwieldy, physical beast that we have haphazardly let slip into the digital realm, leaving us with nothing but ones and zeros to stand in for our stinky dairy product imperfect knockers. Devolver, though, aims to return subscription-based addiction.
Jesus Christ, he is really stuffing that shit down.
With a premium purchase title available only in this. The physical plane of actual, real, for real existence.
Is that?
Goddamn right it is. Introducing Demon Throttle by developer Doinksoft, the creators of Gato Roboto. It is coming to the Nintendo Switch as a physical box set, and only a physical box set for our good friends at Special Reserve Games. Oh, you heard me right. Demon Throttle will not, I repeat, will not be available in any digital format and is only available for you to purchase as a retail product and put on your shelf and to never play or to sell at ridiculous scalper prices to anyone who missed out on its initial offering starting today. Check a look.
That's definitely an interesting method. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, this really looks cool. This looks like Ghost and Goblin sort shit. Oh no. Okay, maybe not.
Or something.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting method to go full on physical and just forget about digital. I don't know if that's gonna last if it's coming to PC, but like maybe it's only on Switch for right now. Like, if you guys know me, I'm a physical boy myself. I like collecting my games physically. You know, on the off chance that it's either removed from the game store or it's just not available for purchase anymore. Like what was gonna happen to the PlayStation 3 store and certain other games.
Right?
I love it. It's good. Really good. Great work, Stokes.
Well, it wasn't all.
Who'd have thunk? Big news by a guy from... Where are you from?
Technically, I'm not supposed to be here.
That's great,
I'm
buddy. Okay, now bring it home. Hit me with the big move. What's the punch?
There isn't one. He does not have...
Videotapes. Nina!
Tape.
What she said.
What's this now?
Well, we put the entire thing on a tape and then sell it. Right? Like this, right? Right here.
Videotape.
The trick, though, is that there is one and only one, and we sell it to one buyer, only, just the one.
Just the one?
Just the one. Okay, and since there's only one and the buyer keeps it, and we broke the little tab on the inside so you can't copy it, it is non-fuckwithable. A non-fuckwithable
That's gonna sell for
NFT.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's actually already been done. Okay, the one copy
NFTs.
of this entire presentation on tape, the one in this player right here, is available online for the first Devolver Max Pass Plus Triple Platinum Elite Gold Star Magnum Double XL tier subscriber to go to devolvermaxpassplus.com and buy it. Okay, it is totally non-fuckwithable. It does no damage to the environment, to the energy grid, or the global technology supply chain, because it's just this old tape, right? That Caleb found in a box marked Nancy's Fancies, okay, in the back of an old filing cabinet in the birthing wing, and it's also a tape.
Fucking brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. Zane, Nina, Margaret, Caleb. This is such wonderful...
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, I just searched it up. I searched Devolver Digital Max Plus non-fuckable tape. It is already sold out because it was quantity of one, and it is sold for $1,000. Okay, I fucking love Devolver Digital's streams. They're the fucking best. I have to say, I would say this isn't the best, you know. But, you know, this isn't the best Devolver. I think that was like the first and the second one were really fucking good. And then it kind of got a little bit weird after that. But it was still a fun weird, you know. It was pretty cool as well. But like, yeah. This was pretty good, you know. And I saw at least a couple of games that I was like, yeah, I'd probably pick that up. So it's pretty cool. That was great. And now we're back to Jeff. Let's go on that website. Devolver, what is that? Max Plus. Oh, I spelled that wrong? Oh, I put 2 V's by accident. Yeah, I believe it was this one. There it is. There's the tape. The one that's already gone, everyone. Look at that. It's fantastic. Yeah. So that is our second... Oh, let's turn this off. That was our second day, and well, actually no, this is the third day of E3 technically. There was the Games Fest on Thursday and Friday. I think we had like a little one, but yeah, that's it. Wow. I won't say Ubisoft was definitely more of a letdown. Didn't think it was like you know. I can't really say there was many things I was like even interested in or seeing. Like the one thing I was kind of banking on has now kind of been confirmed to me to be cancelled. Devolver though came out swinging. I like the whole like parody of all the previous shows were just like one crazy dude's like imagination, and like he like made it for like to pitch it, and it like fucking failed. And then I also loved how they like took the piss out of subscription-based services, and yeah, I enjoyed their show. The games that they showed off, a couple of them were very interesting to me. I can see myself definitely fucking with the samurai game, and maybe the horror game. But yeah, like I think that was pretty good. I think we're gonna be seeing most of the big hitters tomorrow. Most of the big hitters are gonna hit tomorrow, and yeah, that's what it's mostly gonna be about. You know, we're mostly gonna see the big hitters tomorrow, like Xbox. You know, Xbox and Bethesda. Hopefully, Bethesda is showing some more stuff about Starfield, and you know, I don't know if we're gonna get anything on Elder Scrolls 6. I'll be real with you, 'cause it's just like I don't think it's too far into development. Let me get some simple music. I don't think they have much to show because they're probably more focused on Starfield right now. I kind of do hope that we get to see maybe I love Evil Within from Bethesda, and I'd like to see that them explore that. Microsoft, I hope they've been acquiring a lot of new studios, and not much of it is actually known what they're working on. So I think as long as they get to doing their new studios, then it'll be fantastic, you know. As long as they show some of the new stuff that their new studios that they've been acquiring over the years, like maybe the new IPs they're doing or like whatever they're doing, I think they can like really like fuck it up, especially considering Sony's not here this year. Maybe they'll have something like maybe in like a week or two or like a month's time, but it's really time for Microsoft to shine and you know, bust out some stuff, considering Sony's been practically dominating for the past couple of years. Well, especially since the PlayStation 4, they've been dominating. They've been fucking shit up. Like, Microsoft made that one blunder, which was a very terrible decision, and Sony just was like, yeah, we're not gonna make the same mistakes as the PlayStation 3, we're going full in. So yeah, I think that's gonna be interesting tomorrow. We're gonna watch that. And what other shows are coming out tomorrow? Let me just grab the E3 schedule. So we got Microsoft tomorrow, Microsoft and Bethesda showcase. We also have Square Enix. Now Square Enix is going to be pretty interesting because we're going to be hopefully seeing a little bit more on Final Fantasy 16. Hear a little bit more news. Actually, I don't know if we'll hear more news on Final Fantasy 14's expansion Endwalker, considering we got that big event not too long ago. So that might not be there might not be anything there to do with that. But we might be hearing some new projects and new Final Fantasy that has been rumored, with regards to being like a Souls-like game, being made like by the Neo devs. So that's going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to hear any news about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, just because it like released last year and like they just released Intergrade, so they're probably just working on it. So we're probably not going to hear anything about that. Don't know if we're going to hear anything about Kingdom Hearts. I think we're going to be seeing more about that new project. I forget from the guys who made 15. I can't remember what that new project is. I think we'll be seeing more of that and a couple of other things. And we also have the PC gaming show tomorrow. So normally they just have a bunch of indie stuff or whatever like's coming to Steam. So we might get to see some gems through that. That'll be interesting. And we have another conference here, which is called the Future Games Show. I don't know what that's going to be about, considering all of these games that they normally are showing are future games, you know, like, unless this is talking about like future technology, maybe they're going to be delving a little bit more into VR. Other than that, not entirely sure. But yeah, that's the only itinerary tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to stay for either the PC or Future Game Show, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It depends on how long it is, because I'm from the UK, and I'm sure like it'll probably be like at like around about midnight or late when those are going to start, but we'll see what happens. If not, we'll pick it up on the next day. We'll start streaming early, considering we only have one show tomorrow, which is Capcom. No, not tomorrow. On the 14th, which is Capcom's showcase. And yeah, so thanks for joining me. Hope you'd enjoyed, and let's. If you are around tomorrow, then please come by and watch. It's been great. Alright guys, catch you on the flip side.